Hi, my name is Paige, and I work in the Landscape Biogeochemistry Lab with Dr. Zachary Kaler, and I am studying environmental science at the University of Idaho. I am looking at the problem of human-caused climate change, especially within sustainable agriculture and agriculture in general. So I want to look at emissions and ways that we can help the environment because we essentially get all of our food, all of our resources from the earth. So agricultural soils, as well as normal soils in general, contain microbes that produce greenhouse gases. Basically, the little microbes in the soil, when they're stimulated under different watering conditions, I want to see if these microbes will produce different levels of greenhouse gases. My research is highly focusing on carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide emissions from agricultural soils utilizing pulse crops. Pulse crops are able to fix their own nitrogen, which means that they are able to produce the nitrogen for themselves and they don't need artificial fertilization from humans. And I'm using chickpeas as a pulse crop. So my lab brought soils up from Aberdeen, Idaho, and the 3 plots that they included in my research are chickpea, which is a legume, and then barley, which is not, and chickpea barley, which is an intercropped plot that mixes the chickpea and the barley together. So within my 3 soil groups, I have 3 watering strategies: extreme, infrequent, and even. They're all getting the same amount of water, but they are getting it at different times. So I want to see how the microbe activity is stimulated under those different watering conditions. The equipment I have set up will essentially read these gas levels and tell me which soil is producing maybe the highest gas and which soil is creating the lowest amount of gases. I'm testing various nitrous oxide and carbon dioxide emissions from each of those soil groups. Studying this is so important to me because, one, it shows me that I am capable of making scientific discoveries, but also I feel like I am contributing to finding a potential solution to human-caused climate change and how much I can influence the world just through a small experiment like this. I highly suggest that undergraduates apply for a research grant because it can be very overwhelming at first, but it really shows you how much you're capable of. On top of doing your studies and on top of maybe a job, you're also making progress in science, and that's cool in itself. So if you can get involved in something like this, I highly suggest it because it's just life-changing.